Praise be Jesus Christ, now and forever, and a happy and blessed Easter to you all. Whatever the foolish and barely educated may say, Easter is not a pagan feast, but is the very centre of our faith, the reality for which nearly all the apostles died a martyr's death, proclaiming what they had seen and heard, as St. John said. Christ is risen. He is able to eat, to be touched. He is no ghost. We're in the Easter octave, every day being Easter Day, the highest of solemnities, where, if our society was Christian, all would be celebrating and enjoying rest with family and friends, as in days of old. Every Sunday is, or should be, a slightly lesser version of Easter Day, the first day of the week, the true Sabbath, day of rest, and the day where the celebration of the Eucharist should be the heart of our family life, not something we just fit in with our schedule. Easter, and Sunday with it, is the day of identification, reminding us not only of what we believe, but who we are. We're Christians because Christ rose from the dead, and we believe it, and try to allow that belief to shape and form every aspect of our earthly lives. As with the Incarnation, this cosmic event, the cosmic event, is the answer to that terrible rupture between the Creator and his creature. As we were reminded of that image of God walking in the Garden of Eden in the cool of the evening, man's foolish rebellion, his insatiable desire to be God's equal, following the lure and the lie of the deceiver, so only God could restore what man had broken. St. Basil the Great has a beautiful paragraph which is the food for our meditation, not only during the octave, but perhaps during the great 50 days. He writes, "The providence of our God and Saviour in regard to man consists of his recall from the fall and his return to close communion with God from the estrangement caused by his disobedience. This was the purpose of Christ's dwelling in the flesh, the pattern of his life described in the Gospels, his sufferings, the cross, the burial, and the resurrection." If one was giving a course on the faith, in that paragraph you have everything you need to explain it all, unless of course you don't believe in the fall or man's estrangement from God, something so obvious, as Chesterton said, you can read about it every day in the newspaper, or today if you don't read the newspaper, on the internet. The Incarnation, Christ's life on earth, preaching, teaching, suffering, death and resurrection, the Paschal mystery as we call it, was to recall man from the fall and to bring us back to close communion with God. Pause, as I often say, and think. To be a Christian, baptized, fully initiated, and partaking of the sacraments, is to be in close communion with God, once more in a mystical sense, sharing that evening walk in the garden. Communion, union with God, not awaiting that in heaven, but now. I suppose the difference between us and the saints is that they understood this and lived it. All of this, the resurrection life we might call it, or more prosaically just the Christian life, St. Basil said, is so that man could be saved and could recover, through imitating Christ, the adoption of former times. What does it mean to be saved, to be a Christian? Listen and digest those words of St. Basil. "Brethren, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, like a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour."